Alright. Alright, I forgot I need to do that. Okay. Caius with Arma. I had a chance to think on it more the other night. What I missed about Aramon. What came to mind? I'm curious. The stars. So many nights I'd look up and see them stretching from horizon to horizon without a cloud in the sky. Because you don't get that up north, or even on Varroa.
I like that.
A fine choice. I remember watching them as a boy. My mother stayed up with me once explaining all the constellations. I was surprised to learn from a traveler that Delians and Nulasians saw different shapes and knew them by different names. It's kind of like cloud watching with friends. Everyone sees something unique, and what they see can tell you a lot about them. That's always what I am made of tea leaf readers. It's a clever party trick, but it won't tell you more about yourself than a mirror. If I'm ever offered a reading at a party, I'll remember that.
Misunderstand.
There are better ways to spend your time. Yeah, like looking up at the stars. The heights of the spire are said to pierce the clouds, Kais. I'm told the view from the top is magnificent. If we have the chance, we should take it in. Should probably focus on getting there first. I have a sense that won't be so easy. I expect it won't be. It'll only make the view from the top that much more rewarding. I hope we'll soon enjoy that reward. Hey Faust, I was hoping to catch you alone. Lacking in violent intent, I hope. I just want to apologize. My pa used to tell me I don't know my own strength. I guess it really is true. I keep thinking I was bullying you. Oh, don't worry about it. You did me a favor, really. That anvil would have been the death of me. Still, I can't believe you were able to lift it at all. I don't even know if I could bring that thing more than a few feet. If you consider that I'm simply stronger than you are? Huh, what a funny thought. Nope. So how are you lifting it? Taught myself to infuse magic into my muscles. Makes me a little faster, a bit stronger. No way, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard. Can you teach me? Something tells me you aren't the most in touch with your worshipping side. What do you mean? I pray to Solaric every morning and night.
Whoa.
Really? Never would have guessed. That he may bring me swift victory in all my endeavors. Never mind. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Simple.
Yep, gotta be part of why I'm so good at stuff, so I keep doing it. You can see that. You've won, what, 8 corn husking competitions? 8? You haven't done your research at all, huh? I've won exactly 11. Wait, are you serious? Yeah, why wouldn't I be? Oh, no reason at all. Faust, are you alright? I'm actually especially good at the moment. Could have fooled me. Well, that isn't hard, no offense. Shared a few too many pints with Ford, have we? Gods, no. I would never drink with that vagabond. Wasn't it you who stowed away on a ship? Yeah, so what? It would seem that makes you the vagabond in the traditional sense. To the black abyss with tradition. When has it done any good for anybody?
Sure?
Seriously. I'm not exactly the most ardent defender of tradition, but that seems a bit extreme. Tradition would have told me to ask before sneaking a bite of Fenton's magma shrooms. Tradition would have told me those are dwarves. Then where would I be now? Bit more sober, I suspect. Exactly. Boring. Trying to stay away from weapons until you feel a lot more boring. Not a chance. I'm in my element now. Oh, shit. Then I'll settle for staying away from me. That I can do. Jesus, Faust got high as a kite. Hey, why are dwarves so afraid of the surface anyway? I wouldn't say dwarves are afraid of it. Right. Because bold, courageous dwarf men aren't afraid of anything, right? Pretty much. Except Sheila's. Can't blame me there. I think everyone's afraid of dwarf women. Well, at any rate, I think dwarves are a bit averse to the surface because they're just not cut out for it. Everything spread across leagues of flat land under the control of long-legged folk riding long-legged beasts that could just as easily buck a dwarf as a load of barley. I don't know. I think a horse would have an easier time with the barley. Some dwarves are superstitious about the surface lands as well. They think they might turn to stone under the sun or float away and drown in the ocean of stars. Black Abyss, that's kind of a good point. Should I be worried about that? Hasn't happened so far. Stars are pretty great, huh? Definitely something you miss out on under all that stone. Personally, looking up at the stars makes me a bit queasy. Try to avoid it when possible. Sure it's not just a side effect of your magma shrooms? Magma shrooms? What do you know about my magma shrooms? Oh, nothing. Just something I read. I have literally never seen you read anything. Well, better keep your eyes open then. Speaking of which, I was just about to go now. To read a book. I'll see you around. Oh, he's going for more drugs. Damn it, Faust. The time and place to get high, and this ain't it. So I've been wondering, Eli. Wondering what exactly? When you're going to get around to thanking me? For what? Bringing us on the greatest adventure of our lives. We're historic. I never wanted to be historic. I just want to live my life. You know that. But what we're doing is magical. We've met some of the strongest, most intelligent, and kind people in the world. We've made some of the best friends one can hope for. There's no doubt there. Doesn't change the fact that we could find ourselves losing them soon. Not out of it yet, but how could we fail? There are a lot of ways. The pursuit of Akmenos has drained me. Well, you know how I feel about that. You're pushing yourself too hard, and I wish you would rest more. I know. We don't need to rehash old arguments. You need to do this, Sia, for all of us. But for me, most of all. You're the best friend I've ever had, Elias. You're a hell of a man, and there's nothing in the entire world that can take that away. You have to stop holding what happened in art against yourself. I still think about him, you know, the boy I left behind. I know what he's up to now. Whatever it is, I'm sure he turned out just fine. Childhood heartbreak is nothing compared to what you put yourself through. What you're putting yourself through now. Yeah, I wish it were as simple as that for me. Not sure I've learned how to be at peace quite yet. I'll be here until you do. After then, too. But you know I'm here for you. Alright? You're really the closest thing to family I have. Well, after my extended absence, I think you're that for me, too. Would you find it strange for me to tell you I love you? Not at all, Eli. We'll always be family. I love you, too, you goof. I may not be ready to make peace with my past. Oh, Jesus. Anything we forget. Benji, my boy, never in my admittedly short life have I ever seen a man charge a beast like a dragon so courageously. Hey, thanks, Benton. Never in my tall life have I ever met anyone so short. We dwarfs specialize in quality over quantity, though we do tend to do a fair bit of growing in the horizontal dimension. Don't make me laugh. I bet I could lift you right on up over my head. Oh, you may be surprised. There's a lot more to a dwarf than meets the eye. Really? Let's give it a try. No, Benji. If there's one thing you should know about us dwarves, we prefer to keep our feet on the ground, if not under it. Oh, that's no fun. But we're lots of fun, and we've just found other ways to entertain ourselves that don't involve big folk hoisting us up, or attempting to, over their heads. Huh, that's funny. Feather used to come through my hometown at a contest to see who could lift a dwarf over their head. They convinced a real live dwarf to participate? Not a live one, no. Oh, that's a disturbing tradition. It is indeed. That dwarf was heavy as terror, made of solid iron too. Benji, can I offer you some unsolicited advice? Next time you tell that story, don't leave out that detail about the iron.
Thanks.
Oh, good advice. It makes it a lot more impressive when I say I was able to lift it, doesn't it? Certainly does. Like, the fuck is up with these people? Fen, what do your fellow dwarves make of you venturing so far south? Surface side, no less. Many thought I was mighty fool, and they made no secret of it. We'll see what they think when I'm back with enough gold to buy and sell them 3 times over. You got a real go-get-em spirit, Fenton. I admire that. That's how riches are made. Any talk more tame is for lesser folk. Boy, that's the truth. I can't tell you how many times I've heard Sia. Are you sure you want to do that? Is it really a good idea? What about what you already have? Isn't that enough? Doesn't seem to have slowed you down a wee bit. Nope, always chose adventure when I could. Never regretted it since. Not even almost. Never know what you're missing till you take a look for yourself. Exactly. And even if you find something good, enough time can make anything boring. Every now and then you gotta shake things up. Hope that doesn't apply to your dwarf friends. Fenton, of course not. I said things, not people. I might have guessed it. Dwarves are never boring. Definitely not. You least of all. There's that lightness in my axe again. Alright, looks like that's everybody taken care of. Go. Make Benji the best we can. After taking Canopy Bridge, only one strategic target remains between the Revolution and Sojourn, Henry Valmiran. The overseer of the Canopy region, he has been terrorizing the area for years. Revolution seeks to rebuild Ally after defeating Varric. Henry must go. His malice is simply too dangerous. Nobody knows this better than his disgraced daughter, Sloane. And here we are. How's that for service? Excellent. Thank you, Braxton. Especially if you stay out of trouble now. You know, I was so glad to be rid of this place, but it's good to be home. Sloane, promise me something. If your father yields, you'll spare his life. Huh, that's quite an amusing image, actually. I can make that promise with confidence, Irving. Right. He won't. You're right about that, daughter. Lord Valmiran, there's one way out of this for you. We're offering it now. Surrender your claim on your lands and release your people from your wrath. Ah, you brought guests. I'm glad to see you're making friends, Sloane, but this is more than I expected. I'll have to find a way to accommodate. I always thought one of him was too much. He's form-splitting. Never seen someone do it more than twice. Which one do I hit? Any of them. We hurt one, we hurt them all. Come on.
Benji's always ready.
In position.
Aye? It will be done.
My kitty making noise. Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Let's get going.
Honored. If only the Sheilas could see me now.
On the move.
As you command. You have no honor!
What'll it be?
Benji's always ready.
How can I help?
Thought you'd never ask. One step at a time.
I've got a lot to learn.
Jesus.
Even now, the arena is with me.
My hard work is paying off.
Whatever it takes.
I'm glad you're okay.
effort duly rewarded.
Let's do it.
More work?
Proudly meeting expectations.
Stop poking me.
Out of Benji's way!
Hey, Al. I'm doing alright. How about you?
You forced my hand.
Doing good. You watched the World Cup finale? Oh, that's cool. Which country won? Oh, it's not finished. Oh, you're currently watching it. Okay.
Smash!
Have they announced where the next one is held yet, or do they wait until after the current one's done to do that?
Out of Benji's way! The best just keeps getting better. Benji brings the heat!
(2026) it'll be in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. All three are pitching in together? Oh, they share. Oh, they did? What? Okay then. I didn't know that could happen. I'm surprised it's the US, Canada, and Mexico that are sharing, though. Normally I would have assumed it would be a case of smaller countries are the ones that share together. They share the cost. Probably. I still think it's very interesting that all three of them are sharing the cup in some way. This is like, they're not small countries at all. Canada is especially a very large one. I could see the Central American countries, some of them sharing the cup, like with Uruguay and Panama. In any case, it'll probably still be entertaining. It'll definitely be treated like a big deal. It'll probably be the only time the US ever treats soccer like a big deal.
All right.
Damn. In '94, the US organized the World Cup alone.
Total downer.
Huh. So I wonder what makes them choose to have it hosted by multiple countries then.
I guess.
Because from what it sounds like, then it's not normal, at least for the US, to share costs of it. I don't know. I don't know enough about the history of the World Cup to make any guesses.
At your disposal.
Face your judgment. You insist on bloodshed.
2002, Japan and South Korea shared the World Cup, so it's not a first time. Okay. I'm still wondering I just wonder what sort of circumstances would cause countries to share it. I just always assumed it was meant to be a, I just always assumed it was meant to be I guess a total competition where they can't share it, they have to fund it all themselves. With whatever cooperation that the FIFA organization has.
More work?
I just hope that we don't get any repeats of the crazy
It just
shenanigans
works.
that went on for this year's World Cup.
Benji's always ready. Smash! Smash!
Benji the Dragon Rider. Replacing Benji the Freight Train.
Lead the way.
Okay. Who else needs to move? Oh.
I hope you deserve this! You forced
Damn.
my hand.
Smash!
And you got all its health back.
More work?
Lead the way.
God damn it.
Please clap.
My shield is yours.
You have no honor.
Damn.
Make haste.
Can do.
Oh god.
Yield now or die!
Oh. Oh, not good.
I didn't see that coming.
Whatever it takes.
Too easy.
Thought you'd never ask. Sorry in advance! Proudly meeting expectations.
That settles that.
Strength is the only path to peace.
How can I help? Stay with me!
I'm on it.
Oh dear.
It's in my blood.
Glad you're okay.
No, of course.
No hard feelings. With every shot, progress.
Too easy! Let me at him!
Well, damn.
look at me. Thought you'd never ask.
It will be done.
My hard work is paying off.
At your disposal. Your end approaches.
Damn.
Let's get going.
You're asking for it!
Let me
Should be all good.
Even now, the arena is with me.
You forced my hand.
Kitty. Being a little weirdo. Messing with my stuff. Ouchie, ouch.
Effort duly rewarded.
Oh dear.
I've met my match.
Concussed. Oof.
Was that really necessary?
Benji's always ready.
How can I help?
Bye-bye!
I'm on it.
Draw near to the light.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, that's where crew efficiency comes into play now.
Bottoms up!
And critical.
I'm a healer.
But
And dead.
I'm on another level.
And a tier 4 token.
I hope I helped.
Your game is up, Valmiran. You'll pay for the pain you've caused. The pain I've caused? This is no children's story, Captain. Death is a daily occurrence. Why not benefit? Anyone mind if I finish the job before the evil speech? Please do. No, it should be me. Sloan, it doesn't have to be.
Slow.
Ah, my dear Sloan, look how strong you've become. Only it took the combined strength of your friends to best your dear old dad. You'll never be worthy of the name. Finally. I've seen many brutal things. That will make the list. He deserved it. I am proud of her. What's most difficult is sometimes most necessary. Come, the dawn is breaking. Our troops will be arriving soon. Help me clean this up. We'll be staying here for a couple days. They say if you don't give a monster proper burial, you risk it returning from the dead. They didn't teach us how to do this in Brookstead. No, they very much did not. You should check in on Sloan. She seemed to have handled herself quite well. Can't say I know that's true. Either way, that's your job now, fearless leader. Do you ever plan on not annoying me? Really been giving that some thought, actually. And no, I don't. Good to know some things never change. Hey, do you have a moment? Oh, sure. Is everything alright? You haven't seen yourself since, you know. Sloan? Do you remember how they looked at you? What do you mean? After Sterling's death. As if I were about to burst into tears. Or flames. Right, hard to forget. I've been getting those looks since yesterday. Making my skin crawl. Hate to say it, but you'll get used to it. That or they'll forget. Maybe a bit of both. I know, but actually that isn't really an issue for me most of the time. It's fine if you need some time. Gods know I did too. No, that's just it. I don't need time. I'm ready. They're all looking at me like I should be hurting. Like I should care that I just killed my father. But I don't. I mean nothing to me. I feel nothing. You can't know how desperately I want to understand why you're looking at me that way right now. Because I've just never had people who cared like this before. Surely your nurses cared for you. They cared for me, but they didn't care about me. Everyone around me has only ever seen me as a means to an end. I think I've done the same. But I care about our friends. We're in uncharted territory and I'm fighting every day not to lose sight of that. I know this is my place to say, but your childhood did you every disservice it could have. Even in the time I've known you, you've come such a long way. You don't unlearn 2 decades in 6 months.
I don't get it.
I know, but I still can't understand. What am I supposed to feel right now? I'm sorry, this was a mistake. Stop, this was not a mistake. To the abyss with how you're supposed to feel. Feel how you feel, and that's that. It's a better group to fight and grow with than I ever could have prayed for. But their expectations don't define you. You're going to come along at your own pace. I, for one, am impressed with how far you've come. Are you really? For all that I've always been able to read people, you're like a slab of granite. Never know what you're thinking. You aren't the only one that's built up walls. Found it's easier to break them down with help. So I keep hearing. Let me answer your question. Yes, I am impressed with how far you've come. Not long ago, you were this feisty, selfish thing yelling at us even after we rescued you. Now look at us. We're leading a revolution together. You're a central piece of it and has nothing to do with pushing a personal agenda. It's been a long journey, hasn't it? It has. I'm more thankful that you're still along with us. Can be doing this without you, and in many more ways than your political situation. Thank you, Irving. I think I needed someone to help me walk through this. Silly thing, that. Not silly at all. You're human, even if you're only just now letting yourself realize that. Irving, I'm glad you could make it. Maeve wouldn't say a word without you present. A word about what? Have you made a breakthrough? Not exactly. I've just received explicit permission from the Mystic Council to share what I know. I see. Go on then. My council, along with the Order of Eternals, was founded in the immediate aftermath of the Calamity. Before the fall of the Empire, their members belonged to the same body, one that fulfilled a sort of combined purpose. It's called the Magisterium Arcana and functioned as a sort of independent branch of the imperial government. Members were some of the most widely respected academics of the time, charged with the study, application, and protection of arcane objects. Why the Order of Eternals was formed specifically to account for the aspects, I do not know. Vesta, do you have any knowledge of this? Not specifically. Hoping whatever we receive back from the Order will help clarify that. Intriguing. I'm not quite sure how this relates to Akmenos and the staff. That's what I'm getting to. The grief-stricken sorcerer who created the staff did so just before the calamity, after which it was stolen by a student with divine ambitions. Divine ambitions? What do you mean? Irving, there's reason to believe the legends of the Age of Ascension are more than just stories. It seems some incredibly gifted mortals were actually able to obtain elevated levels of significance in the astral plane when excelling in certain areas of life. Elevated levels of significance. It's true then that each of the gods revered across Terrazio was once mortal like us? If gods is the term you ascribe to them, then yes. And did the student succeed? Quite the opposite. He designed a ritual which he called the Rite of Ascension to realize his ambitions, but it went terribly wrong. I believe it may actually be linked to the cause of the calamity itself. What do we know of this ritual? It seems to be the final piece missing in all this. Mr. Council has no record of it, other than to say that knowledge is kept by the Order of Eternals. Does this spark anything in your memory?
Not.
I know the Order has a highly restricted archive at Cosmere. I've never had cause to visit it. I've already pressed them for anything that might help. I suspect if my superiors know anything of it, will be the first to know. Cosmere. The name's been tied up in all this before. All the more reason so much depends upon receiving word from the Order. I suspect Akmenos could be of great service to us in answering these questions, if he could be compelled to help us. I suspect you're right. Elias, are you any close to tracking him down? Yes and no. What do you mean? On the one hand, I found him. It's great news. You should have said something. We should be able to employ his own devices to get him to share what he knows.
Hold on.
Unfortunately, it's not so simple. He's learned a great deal about me from the time I've spent inside his machinations. Knowledge of my weaknesses, I don't think I'll be able to face him alone. The vital strategy I can think of would be to lure him out of the staff somehow. Wouldn't even know where to begin doing that. At the very least, he would likely require his cooperation. So much hangs on a few things which grow more and more unlikely with each passing day. Is each hope for a stroke of luck or inspiration, or both? At this point, direct confrontation with Varric seems inevitable. I expect this knowledge will become essential soon. The odds have never been better. There's no reason to believe they ever will be. The time to strike is now or never. Sojourn is completely cut off from its arms and provisions. The majority of the lions are on our side. My contacts inform me soldiers on the road are already deserting in droves. Once word spreads that the scourge of Almirans has been lifted from Canopy, every commoner east of the Dragon's Hill will be taking up arms to fight by her side. Even so, the question remains of how to take the city. The siege is the traditional choice. With the city the size of Sojourn, it would be rather difficult. Could we pull it off? If the garrison spreads itself as thin as we would to surround it, yes. But if they concentrated their forces, they'd surely be able to break through and reset the clock. Only the common people stand to lose in sieges. Even tyrants keep their soldiers warm and fed. Besides, we have to account for attrition on our side as well. Direct assault's the only viable option. Certainly, if we could defeat Varric, the city would fall. His command over his officers seems to be the only thing keeping his soldiers in service to him. But our forces suffice to get us to the keep in direct assault. I expect so. We'd need to defeat Varric quickly to prevent them from getting surrounded and pelted from every direction. Time would not be on our side. We've raised the sand glass and won before. Direct assault is the best choice for the people to lie. If we do succeed in deposing Varric, we'll need their support to rebuild. Oh, Argentina won? Alright. Seems we just want to take the path most fraught with peril. I must agree, this is what justice demands.
When you're ready.
I remember hearing that South American countries tend to win the World Cup the most. I don't know if that's true. I just heard that the general South American continent has the most wins total out of all the other ones. You can mobilize the troops for an assault as quickly as you can and report back when we're ready. It's time to take this war back to the man who started it. I don't understand how I never noticed this myself. We're among extraordinary company to a historic degree. Average mortal does not have an aura. Even among the best fighters in Terrazio, an aura is rare. But why? Wouldn't they simply have a normal aura? An aura is not a measure of one's worth, nor is it a measure of their power. It only occurs when one has an extreme natural affinity. Adepts are much more likely to possess an aura, since we generally have an affinity for the magic that awakens their powers. This is why Iris sometimes appears to be in a storm. Indeed, she is much more powerful than she realizes. But Irving is surely among the best of us and possesses no aura. But said, that is not a measure of worth, nor is it a measure of good or bad. It would be a great deal more useful if it were. Say that, walking around with the knowledge of others' worth would be a miserable existence. There is an excitement in our fleeting existence that comes from the unknown. Even those we know best could change in an instant. I wouldn't risk giving that up. Never thanked you for seeking me, and there is no need to. It is nice to teach something so rare. Fear sometimes that I will pass from this world without imparting what I learned. You know a great deal, that much is obvious. I don't think there's any way to truly teach all of that. No, there isn't, but I will do what I can. Europe won most of the World Cups. Okay. Interesting. I didn't realize Europe had the most wins. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. I think wasn't soccer. Let's see. Well, football rather. Soccer, football, whatever. That was mostly invented in Europe, wasn't it? And I know every culture has had its own share of ball games. I know the Mesoamericans have one close to basketball. Okay. So soccer came from England, okay. You were a real jester back in your little academy, weren't you? Took you a while to figure that out. Hey, I try not to rush to conclusions about people, but at this point, it's pretty obvious you can't help nothing up. It's like the law of nature. Everyone's got to pass the time somehow. Righto, never said I blamed you for it. I think I would have done that too, if I ever received a formal education, that is. Surprised then you haven't. Not a day in my life. This intellect's all natural, my friend, believe it or not. I believe it. You better. Can you imagine how overpowered I'd be if I actually went to school? I tremble at the thought. See, I told you eventually you would. So, you finally going to tell me why you picked yourself in that barrel? No, I don't think I will. You're that embarrassed about it? Don't try that trick on me. I'm not embarrassed, but there's power in mystery, Garrick. For instance, you know that Nulasian painter who always wears a mask to conceal his identity? I don't think so, no. Exactly. No one does. That's why he's so famous. People fight like rabid dogs over scraps of rumors they can get about him. Not that I just don't know his name, Faust. I never heard of him at all. Oh. How do you know this person's a man, anyway? Based on one of his self-portraits. It was very detailed and direct. Understood. On that note, I think I'll give you some alone time. What a gift. So Faust just generally runs around causing mischief and mayhem wherever he goes. Mary, could spare a little patience for a nostalgic old friend. Afraid you used up your daily quota early this morning. Still sore from that comment I made about your cooking. Do most women let you get away with things like that? No one lets me get away with anything. Women least of all. If I've exhausted today's patience, I might just have to eat into tomorrow's. Very well, since we're friends, what's on your mind? You remember that one night we'd both just been kicked out of the Hall of Experimentation for studying too late? I was studying, you were flirting with the mages attending. So we were studying different subjects, but it was a clear night, and the stars were out, and you said, look, it's the Weaver's thread. I was born under those stars, that's why I learned to sew. I asked you if that was all there was to it. Our destinies were just written in the stars before we were ever born, and now all we do is follow along like a wheel in a rut. And I said no, that's the whole point of the Weaver's thread, and the hand that wields the needle. We get to choose what to do with it. We get to choose the people we become. Yes, that's exactly what you said. What about it then?
Joke.
Well, it still seems like a load of wish-wash. How generous. I'm a lot closer to believing now than I ever was. More than anything, it seems it's the choices we've made which brought us here. To this point, I mean. All the more reason to continue making the right ones. Never been the best of that.
Right.
No, but you're getting better. That's comforting to hear. Don't get too comfortable, there's still a lot you can work on. Argument there, but I do have to give you credit, Garrick. When the wind picked up, you held your ground. Stayed with Irving, with me, with Alden, helped us weather the storm. I think that was an excellent choice. Well, it's one plan I continue making, like it or not. You're like, what happened to there's a lot you could work on? Nothing. Still true. Like me to make a list? No, I don't think I would. Marin, I have to imagine there's some course I missed out on, where they teach you how to overthrow a tyrannical king. Not even close, but maybe you could teach it someday. That day's a long way off, if it even exists. Maybe. Are you ready to take this fight to the top? Not getting any more ready standing around talking about it. But if it's what the others expect of me, what do you expect of yourself? I don't know. It's to deliver justice to those who suffered loss. That seems so impossible now. Right, that would be impossible. We don't deliver justice by what we destroy. We do that by what we build. Those are the words of a healer if I've ever heard them. Were you expecting anything else? No, in fact, I think that's just what I was looking for. I'm happy to oblige. Maybe all I expect of myself is to leave it all on the battlefield. That way the rest is up to fate, or our friends, or perhaps some combination of both. That's not a poor demand, but you'll never achieve it if you see it as a way to escape responsibility. Only do it if you allow it to become your responsibility. Sounds right. I'm trying to think of it that way. Marion, do you remember what you said to me before about how much can happen in a year? Of course. Well, if you had told me a year ago where we'd be today, I'd never believed you. Nothing's quite as unbelievable as life itself. It wouldn't be any more true. Gives me hope too. We might yet see an unbelievable victory. We might, but even if we don't, you'll never face another trial alone. All of us with you, no matter what threats we face. And I'll be right there every step of the way. You do have a good record of that. Can't think of any reason to change that now. Good, neither can I. Oh there, I think you've gotten taller.
Come on.
You're just saying that. Hey, I mean it. I suppose it's well within the realm of possibility that I simply shrunk. I don't think so. Something the matter, boy? Not really. Well, you're welcome to share your mind. Guess I'm just worried about my sister. About all of us. What if we lose? Never even finish my training. I see what this is about. Listen, there's one thing running around the surface teaches a dwarf. It's that most folk who judge you by your size underestimate what you're capable of. Pull one gear from the clock, no matter how small, and it stops dead in its tracks. Less than sell yourself short. Ha, short. Must admit, that one went over my head. Sure you're not doing these on purpose? If I were, I'd have a career as a court jester. I think you might. A safer choice to be sure, but significantly less treasure involved. I guess that's true. Alden, let me say this. When we're in the heat of battle, I'm more than grateful to have a wizard man like you at my side. You mean that? Well, maybe a few yards away from my side. Hate to end up on the wrong end of one of your fireballs. That's fair. Think I feel the same. Keep your chin up, boy. You'll need your eyes on the battlefield in the days to come. I will. I'm gonna give it everything I got. That's the spirit, lad. Don't mind my saying so. I think that blade's as sharp as it's going to be. Oh, yes, I know. Just a nervous habit of sorts. Something troubles you? Nothing beyond the obvious, really. The odds don't favor us, and so much has already been lost. Everything you can at least hope. The source of it for too many. Tell me then, what should be my source of hope? Hope is not some commodity like a mug of ale, diminished as it passed from one to another. It is a defiant act of the will, and just one spark, your spark, is enough to set a city ablaze. Sojourn ablaze. I think that's what I'm worried about. Do you remember what you told me after we rescued your mother? That it was a reminder for all of us who we're fighting for. Not just some lofty idea, but real people. Mothers and sisters and sons. And friends too. Shouldn't have to look too far to be reminded of that. No, I don't. It's those sisters and sons who I'm worried about. If I could bring an end to this without shedding one more drop of blood, then you would, and I know it. It's good that your heart dwells on these people. But frankly, I'd be more concerned if it didn't. You must not let that weaken your resolve. What gives you hope then, Vesta Lamar? You, Irving. Please, I'm serious, I want to know. When I took the secret oath, I pledged my life to the Order of Eternals, to the protection and defense of the aspects against those who would use them for evil. When you and your friends found me in my temple, the Order was failing that charge, not to succeed in my defense or even escape with my life without your aid. I saw Arima again amid all of you, so the bonds formed across borders and birthrights, thought there might be a chance to actually put a stop to this evil. Once again, I had hope. We knew so much less than we know now. Surprised we would have that effect. And still do, Irving. For so many, not just all of us here, take solace in that. I will try. If we're idle, destruction will not be slowed. That much is certain. Which is why we must not be. The gods have blown a wind in our sails. The time has come to raise the anchor and use it. If Ford heard you using a nautical metaphor, please don't tell him. I won't. Thank you, Vesta. You're an inspiration to each of us. May it bring the gods glory and to Raziel justice. I'd settle for that. tide has turned, with all forces prepared to crash on the walls of Sojourn. Marching now, the parties devised a plan. They have an inside man, Delphin Bloodstone. Well respected and long-time member of the Palace Guard, Delphin believes that Varric needs to be stopped. It is arranged for the party to sneak through a small back gate, giving them direct access to the gatehouse. You can link it to the controls, they'll be able to open the city gates to the bulk of their forces. Abyss, take me, what have you? You've picked up too much foul language from Brooke. Oh, come on now. Forward 2. Be happy Marin doesn't swat you when you say it. We are, believe me. There it is. Sojourn in all its glory. Don't get all sappy on us now, Garrick. Hold on, who's sappy? I think we can all see it coming. The big speech about how much you love and appreciate us. I'd planned nothing of the sort. Regardless, if I had been, you'd have gone and ruined it. Meaning to ask, used to miss Brookstead a lot. Don't anymore. Is that bad? Not at all. Brookstead isn't our home anymore. How could you say that? I always imagined we'd return after all this, putting down roots for future generations. I don't know. I want my children to be able to make their own path. What do you mean, Garrick? After all we've been through, I think the Academy's a cruel system. I wouldn't have gotten to meet all my new friends in any other way. Something to be said for that. What if my true destiny was to be a stable hand?
What?
Here we go. Garrick, there's no chance in 1,000 lifetimes you'd be a stable hand. Why not? I'd be a great stable hand. Alden, just because it worked out for us doesn't mean it would for the next generation. Think of all our old friends from Brookstead that have had to betray their morals for Varric. Yeah, but most of them were mean to me anyway. He's got a point. To the abyss with them. It's impossible to say what our lives will look like even a year from now. If all goes well, lots of red meat and a consistent stream of good wine. You've had 2 mugs of wine in your whole life, so maybe I want to get into the culture of it. I hear they have 100 different types over in Lavelle. I didn't like wine when I tried it. Who gave you wine? Oops, you made me promise not to say anything. Just a sip. I'm going to kill Ford one of these days. Oh hey, he'd probably be a good person to ask about wine. Again with the wine. I hope we get a chance to enjoy ourselves like that. Just can't really see it happening. Oh, Irving the realist, let me have my dreams.
Please.
I hope everyone sticks around. It's like having a big family. I hope so too. Well, I'm ready to put it all to the test. Show Varric what we're made of. Come this far, we can do this. And then to the violence, I'd do anything. Let's just hope we can handle peace as well as we've handled the war. Let's hope. This is our contact. Delphin Bloodstone at your service. None of the newer guards know about this entrance, but we still have to be quick.
You'll
Come on.
find your way.
To find your way from here, head south along the battlements and you should find the gatehouse. I don't think I need to explain how to pull the lever that opens the gate. Thank you. You're doing the right thing. That's what we all like to think, right? Just do everything you can to stop the bloodshed. Take Varric out, I promise you many of us will lay down arms. That's what we're hoping for. Good man, thank you. Get out of here before someone sees you. The feeling is about to get rocky. Come on, let's try to get the gates open with as few casualties as possible. It's about time we end this. You do make it to Varric. Sure you finish this. People of Delia are with you. All of us. You still had the red enemy sprite. Chapter boss confirmed. Those are controls. So it looks like... Okay, yeah, so it looks like I'm expected to go up from here. Pretty sure. Oh no, I go in through there. Pretty small room, but okay.
In position.
Please clap. As you command.
I'm on it. Such is your fate.
Thought you'd never ask.
Aye?
My shield is yours.
Oof.
I will persevere. So it shall be.
You won't feel a thing.
See it through to the end.
Strength is the only path to peace.
Hey.
In position.
Circles.
hunt is on!
Damn.
Stop poking me.
You're already dead.
I'm a healer.
But
Proudly meeting expectations.
Damn. Well, damn.
Sure bungled this one.
Shot his knee. Poor bastard. Now he can't be an adventurer anymore.
You're really gonna try me? Damn, I'm good.
Almost got every stat in there. Almost got it. Oh, El, did you
Will it be?
see the Crisis Core remaster came out?
It's rude to stare!
It had to be done.
Fine by me.
As you command.
Do not oppose me!
Most unfortunate.
With the Crisis Core remaster, remake, whatever it's supposed to be. I don't like. Ooh, you like the dragon unit? Which one? We got Thalenel over here who does lightning dragon. We got Benji over here who's got fire dragon.
how can I assist?
The lightning one. Thalenel's alright. Still a little fragile though. Yeah, the Crisis Core remake that came out.
Leave some for me.
I like. There's like one thing that they changed that I like, and that is the combat. They got rid of the timer on Zack's attacks. I like that they got rid of the timer on Zack's attack, so it's much more of an action-oriented game. I like that. It's just a shame that Zack's voice actor is awful now in the remake.
My shield is yours.
Timer is tactical, it's always a pain, like take your time. Timer and tactical is always a pain. Well, with the original Crisis Core on PSP, it was... I don't even know if it was so much that, it was just more of you couldn't... Like, even if you were to mash the button, Zack's attacks only had a very specific rhythm to them. And you couldn't go faster or slower. There was just a defined pace, a defined rhythm. And it was just kind of mildly annoying. Because you just want to move on with your life. You were going to guaranteed to take at least like 20 seconds to a minute in every encounter.
Lead the way.
Oh,
How can I help?
that's not good. Oh.
How can I help?
No. Oh, no. God damn it, Game Maker. What? Yeah, that's my biggest complaint is just the fact that Zack's new voice actor is bad. I know it's the same voice actor as who Zack had in the 7 remake, but at the same time, in the 7 remake, Zack only shows up for like 3 minutes. Like a couple text boxes, at most. Now we're in a game where he is our entire main character.
Benji brings the heat!
Where does it think this enemy is? Does it... Okay, it apparently thinks that he just doesn't exist.
No hard feelings.
Let's do it.
Honored.
Stop poking me.
My cat doesn't know what he wants.
Aye, that'll do.
Being a little beggar, but never happy with anything I give him.
With every shot, progress.
That's how they finally put a release date out for the Persona 3 PC release. Gonna be getting that. Hopefully it'll release in a better state than Persona 5 did.
You forced my hand.
probably get it later. Alright. Persona 3 was actually my first Persona game, so that's gonna be a good time for me at least.
I'll make you proud, brother.
I guess my shift is over.
Damn.
In position. Lead the way.
Oh. It's doing that again.
Bye-bye!
Let's get going. On the move.
Don't mind if I do.
More work? Please don't put me back in the barrel.
You have no honor!
nothing I can't handle.
Damn.
Nothing I can't handle.
Oh dear. Well, he tried.
So be it.
Oh, he wasn't using his strength stat anyway, so that's fine.
Draw near to the light.
You won't feel a thing. You've made your death a necessity.
See it through to the end.
Strength is the only path to peace.
More work?
Lead the way.
Your end approaches. Finally hitting my stride. Ho, ho, ho! Benji brings the heat! Benji brings the heat! Please clap.
Honored. Weakness has consequences.
Bam.
Greatness must build on the past.
hunt is on!
Yeah.
You seem to have things under control.
In position.
Effort duly rewarded. You insist on bloodshed!
You've made your death a necessity!
Damn.
Father, give me strength!
I still need to get Sonic Frontiers. That's I've been the big Sonic fan forever. I just still need to buy that for some reason.
My shield is yours.
You won't feel a thing.
Now, press the attack.
Strength is the only path to peace.
Don't look at me.
At your disposal.
Benji brings the heat!
Let's do it.
Out of Benji's way!
Well, damn.
See it through to the end.
You won't feel a thing. made your death a necessity.
Go. At least making some progress.
It had to be done.
Effort duly rewarded.
Let's do it. I've got a lot to learn.
Alright, we should be able to end this chapter now. Here we go.
I won't rejoice in destruction.
Chapter 25, Justice. Never imagined it would actually come to this. I've imagined this day many times since the raising of Valaris, but I wouldn't have guessed I'd be fighting side by side with some of Delia's finest
Indeed.
soldiers. I think it's fair to say the same for us. Yet it has all come to this, and through no fault of our own. We have stood before these doors before, then we hung our heads in shame, scandalized by the thought we had failed our king, to whom we swore an oath. Now this same king has sullied his crown by shattering every oath upon which his authority once stood. Today we will enter this keep with our weapons drawn and our heads held high.
United, we are unstoppable.
Today we have nothing to be ashamed of. With us go justice, peace, and the liberation of all Delia. And what are we waiting for? Benji, come here for a sec. I have a question only you can answer. You and everybody else, Faust, get in line. I'm afraid this is urgent. Can the great and powerful Benji spare a moment? Well, when you put it so nicely, I think I can find some time. What can I do you for? I'm hungrier than the abyss, and all I have is this corn. I don't know how to properly husk it. That's not a question, is it? Really going to make me say it? Depends on whether you want to eat that corn tonight. Good gods, I want to eat the damn corn, you oaf. How do I husk
Let me
it?
get some of that.
You ever hear him watch the legend go to work? There you go.
Jeez.
It's terrifying. How in the world did you do that so fast? Is there anything else? Practiced all my life. Will you practice husking corn? What? To be the best at it? It's like you don't even know me at all. I don't think you're comprehending that I couldn't even see your hands move. They were going so fast. If you were half that good at killing things, you could rule the world. Maybe so, but corn doesn't fight back now, does it?
Stop.
You are a very frustrating person. Because I'm right, right? Yes, because you're right. Stop looking so smug. What do you mean? I always look like this. Bingo. Damn. Way to just say put your face away. I'm ready to speak of Lelos. At the time, it is not a pleasant tale and could speak of your future. But I've gained complete control of the Arcana. I don't see how we're still at risk. You will. Leolos and I trained together for many years. She grew to be my equal in power and eventually surpassed me. Now, that's a sobering thought. We began to contract out as mercenaries for Foldarin together. We were inseparable for a span of several years. Still young, and that's not the strongest the city had to offer. Together, however, we were unbeatable. The council chose to send us to the most dangerous assignments, those with the most death. Leolos and I managed to control over her powers using the magic for our benefit, likely saving my life many times over. We thought that the worry was done with, that we had nothing left to fear from her latent arcana. I have few regrets in my life, but I wish often that I had realized what was happening earlier. Every mortal soul that passed from this realm in her presence was feeding her powers, feeding the will to use them. But so often it didn't seem out of the usual. We didn't go a week without bloodshed for nearly 2 years. In the dark times I learned a great deal. Eventually returned to Foldarin to rest for several years before our next slew of assignments dragged us across Taraziel. In the absence of battle, her arcana raged against her, strained at her will every waking moment, and eventually even in her dreams. She'd wake from nightmares and wake an entire city block with her screams. She could barely hold it back, but I trusted that she would. Third week of Duskheart, Imperial Year 792, the first day. I had spent the day with Alethos, not yet my wife at the time. We returned to our quarter of the city to find 10 blocks devastated. In our family's compound, Laelos had gone insane. All the power she had built up over years of combat repulsed from her. Killed over 200 members of my family. Want to know why I push you? It's because you must be stronger than she was. It was the worst day in my people's history, leading all the way back to Thorelian himself. Gods, can't even imagine what it was like. Sorry, Leonel, doubly so for having made light of such a tragedy. It has been a long time. I have made peace with it as best as I can. All I ask is that you allow me to help you help yourself. If it were to happen again, and I had the chance to stop it. I understand. Thank you for telling me. I won't pretend to know the pain it brought, but I'm more grateful than I can ever explain. We will control it together. We'll see. If you're really so fond of adventures, I have a proposal for you. What would you say to joining me on my little expedition back home? To Everhearth? Aye, we make for great company on the road, and I'm sure you'd be right at home when we got there. As long as you remember to duck under doorways, that is. Ha, well let me think about it. Everhearth, the underground metropolis of the dwarves. Only heard good things. Eli spent some time there in his younger days. Maybe I could open up a tavern there. Always wanted to have my own place. If I may be so bold, see, I'd be the brightest jewel of the city, and you would be its shine. Aw, Fen, stop. I mean if I ever hair on my beard. How do they name taverns underground anyway? A strange question. Could you give me some examples? Of course, I can name just about every tavern in Everhearth. The Deep Toad's Bile, the Bearded Drink, the Underground's Underbelly. That'll do. Good to know humans aren't the only ones coming up with crude names for taverns. What might you call yours? Something simple, maybe. Barmaidens. See, that may be common speech topside, but that's a hefty insult for us, Sheila. Think you may be pushing things over the line. Fen, if life's taught me anything, it's a little notoriety is good for business. You're one sharp Roxy, I'll give you that. If it pans out someday, first round your grand opens on me. Careful now, Fen, it might be a big crowd. Expect it will be. But I intend to have even bigger pockets. Jack's being a little baby, as usual. Of course, what's a few coins between friends anyway, right? And good friends at that. That's all of them. Sure. Oh dear. Oh dear, I think Jack's got himself stuck. Yeah, he's got himself stuck. Giddy. Okay. There he goes. Okay. Let's try. Didn't expect to be using him as much as I am. Standing now outside the palace, the revolution holds its breath. Months of hardship and warfare have led to this confrontation. It will finally reach Varric or perish in the attempt. Though nothing is assured, the revolution's resolve has never been stronger. The rebels appear to have made their way to the palace. So they have. Between the two of us, we can easily take them. You have the aspect and the blessing of my power. You must stop them on your own. What? I order you to fight with me, Kerr. You can't just leave me here. Certainly. And he's gone. Coward? Fine, I'll do it myself. Soldiers of Delia, today we stop the murderous rebels. Fight for your kingdom. Varric will be at his throne. This is it, friends. We've come too far to be stopped now. Let's be done with this war. Their lives from his coming. It's time to end his reign. 700 health, and he's got a unique class. Probably going to be a little tougher than normal. Just a little. Let's see.
No hard feelings. No hard feelings.
Damn.
My hard work is paying off.
Benji brings the heat!
There we go.
Bye-bye!
So it shall be.
There we go. This side.
Can do. Wrong day to play hero.
Damn.
I'm on it. You're just another cur.
Let's do it.
Have I seen Twitter's latest information? About what? Are you talking about those Twitter files that Elon Musk was supposed to be publishing about the inner workings of the company prior to him owning it? I don't know anything else about them other than that. And even then, that's probably wrong. Although I do know that Elon has gone on a spree. Now you can't post links to other social networks on Twitter like Facebook or Instagram. Damn. It's almost like Elon has no idea what he's doing and is incredibly insecure about his position at the company. Even TikTok? I'm not surprised about TikTok since that company... Elon is a very heavy conservative, very heavy Republican. TikTok is based in China. There's no way he would have allowed that on any of his stuff. If he could help it. Or link aggregation sites like Linktree. That's weird, because I know I saw that was still going on other people's profiles today. Maybe they're going to take that down later. I don't know. In any case, it's just Elon, meaning he's being incredibly stupid and making a decision he's going to reverse by tomorrow. Well, luckily for Elon, him having 100% of the stock of Twitter means that it is well within his power and responsibility to just do whatever he wants with it. No, it's not like anything particularly new is happening. Twitter is always, as a company, Twitter has always made questionable choices with how it runs most of the time.
Can do.
The only difference is now it's one person's responsibility instead of a whole group of faceless people.
I'm on it.
And you cannot make up your mind today, can you? I know I did hear that they were planning on, or at least I think the Republicans were supposed to be putting forth a bill on some sort of trade bill, some sort of like amendment to a trade bill that would have possibly made TikTok bannable in the US. No, it looks like he wants to destroy his new toy. Am I having a cat issue? I think my cat's having a technical issue. His brain seems to be a little goofy. His one brain cell seems to be a little glitched. He doesn't seem to know if he wants my attention or not. Unfortunately, there aren't any other cats around here who can borrow the brain cell from, so I guess I just have to deal with this.
Out of Benji's way!
Lead the way.
I'm a healer.
But
Oh dear.
A little help here?
Well, she did.
I guess my shift is over.
Stop poking me.
on the move. Such an easy target.
You seem to have things under control.
With every shot, progress. You've made your death a necessity.
It will be done.
Damn.
in my blood.
Benji's always ready.
Yeah, I guess that's about right.
Please clap.
Are you sure?
I'm on it. Your end approaches. One step at a time.
Not bad, not bad.
Still a decent amount of damage.
Aye? Nobody crosses a dwarf! Aye, that'll do.
How can I assist?
Yeah.
Legends.
Ooh,
Never die.
4. It's way down.
You forced my hand. Too easy.
Ooh. Gonna be an instant kill.
I've got a lot to learn. Let's do it.
Aye?
Your end approaches.
How can I assist? Wasted potential.
Aye?
It will be done. Even now, the arena is with me.
You've made your last mistake!
At your disposal.
Can do.
My shield is yours.
I'm a healer.
At your disposal. Such is your fate.
I will. You've made your death a necessity!
Wrong day to play hero.
Jesus, that's a lot of damage.
So it shall be.
I'm on another level.
Still with us? Good.
No hard feelings. The hunt is on!
Yield now or die!
Damn.
Not bad, not bad.
Do not oppose me!
Well, damn.
Such is your fate.
Now, press the attack.
One step at a time.
You're gonna get yourself stuck again, cat. He keeps climbing onto a very specific shelf on my desk. When he gets up there, he doesn't like walking around on there. He doesn't know how to jump off of it. I had to pull him out. Climb back up there again, like a little idiot.
Proudly meeting expectations.
How can I help?
It will be done.
So it shall be.
You're really gonna try me?
Jesus.
Wrong day to play hero. Not bad, not bad.
Nice level up, yeah. Seems to
How
be
can
going
I
pretty
assist?
well.
In position.
Oh, okay. Says he's not gonna move.
It will be done.
On the move. At your disposal.
Oh, so his sword can... That doesn't make any sense. Alright then. I guess that's part of his aspect, is that he can attack me from further away.
Lead the way.
That might be a little dangerous.
As you command.
Thought you'd never ask.
My shield is yours.
More work?
I'm on it. Such is your fate.
At least we got a crit on this one. Worm Rage. Alright, so he probably just runs straight forward then.
How can I help?
Eek, that's a lot of damage.
You forced my hand.
Oh, that's how he does it. Okay.
I think I can be proud of this.
Okay, so those two can't even touch him. So even people with advantage shouldn't be going near him. Okay.
Rekindle your strength.
Effort duly rewarded.
So it shall be.
Looks like Arima might be my best chance for an extra person. That comes with its own dangers.
More work?
So it shall be. So it shall be.
Stand and fight.
I'm on it.
You've made your last mistake!
Oh dear. Well, Thaylenel died. Oh, Ancient Blood saved him. Jesus Christ.
From ember to flame.
Oh. Oh, well, now he's gone. Ooh, Ancient Blood saved him again.
At your disposal. Your end approaches.
And dead.
One step at a time.
What do you know? I gave it to them straight.
Tear down the nation, then. My family has worked for centuries to make it worth a damn. Centuries of work that you undid in a matter of months. It's time for a shift, Varric. The degeneracy of your name crept forward through the years. Kingdom unchallenged became a kingdom ripe with the greed of House Valdestan.
Fools!
The Valbyrian brat comes to unseat me. At least I can rest easy knowing my legacy will prove me the greatest leader of our age. Any whelps you spawn are destined for weakness. Oh, give it a rest. Using your final breath to proclaim how you've won is pathetic even for you, Varric. You've lost, Varric. Your stranglehold on the people of Delia is over with. Ah, but I haven't. I have unleashed a power far greater than any I possess. You're just too weak to see it. You will bring glory to Delia in ways you could never perceive. Get over yourself. We've known about your little sorcerer friend for months. Won't be able to stop him. Enjoy your defeat. Power cells. Black Abyss, what was that? The air feels dead, like a cellar that hasn't been opened in years. Maeve? Corvan? Any elven funny business going on that my puny human body can't comprehend? I'm thinking, this shouldn't be possible. What shouldn't be possible? Be sure, I need a minute. Great, even the scholar types are banging their heads on the wall. Sarah, Samara? Afraid I've got nothing as well. Never seen the spire look like this. Doesn't. What do you mean? What we're seeing isn't just the spire of the living world. It's another reality bleeding into ours. As if we're stuck in between our world and the astral plane. Thought that was impossible. As I said, it shouldn't be. I've been spending every waking moment with these soul anchors for weeks. The astral plane is where the souls and the anchors reside. It's where our own souls reside. I met an astral seeker once, not unheard of to pass through the astral plane. Though they do so alone and only briefly. There are dozens of us. The raw power it would take to keep us in for even a brief moment is unfathomable. Hate to say it, but if we're stuck at the bottom of a tower with no way out, we climb. Something going on up there, that's for sure. Let's try and find a way up the tower before this gets worse. We knew Varric wasn't the final step. Let's see this through. Alright. With that, I'm going to end the stream here. Next Sunday should be the end of Dark Deity. We'll be doing more Chain of Memories this coming Saturday. Hopefully we'll be finishing up Sora's segment, and then we'll be starting up Riku's. So that'll be fun. Yeah, thanks for coming. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.